Hi guys, good morning. Happy Thursday. As always, it is coffee with EverBee, and today is a protein drink with EverBee because I didn't need any more coffee today, to be honest. So I'm really excited to be here with you all today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And thank you guys for giving me your Thursday every Thursday. Like, it means so much to the EverBee team and to myself that you are tuning in with us on a weekly basis to learn more about how to build an Etsy store, how to grow with e-commerce, how to do marketing for your Etsy store, and then obviously any questions you guys have about EverBee. So I'm really excited about today. Hey, Robert. It's so awesome seeing you like every single week. It made my heart hurt when you said you couldn't join in on Tuesday on our live stream with Jenny, but thank you so much for joining in today. And I hope you have your coffee with you. I know you got lots of coffee emojis at minimum. So welcome guys. Today I am super excited about doing something that we've never done before. So we've been talking a lot about email marketing over the past couple of weeks, working together on a weekly basis, how to market your shop. And today I actually decided to do it a little different and go back in my business. Okay, so hi Denise, welcome. We have a new viewer today. Hi, welcome. Hi, also Woodcrafter in your pocket. Good morning, Deanna. It's good to see everybody here this morning. So what we're gonna do today that I'm super excited about is I'm actually going to show you the back end of my process as it relates to email marketing. So for you guys, just so you know, I am actually, and this is usually not the case, but I am actually a digital marketer before I am an e-commerce seller. It usually goes the other way around where someone wants to get into e-commerce and then they have to go out and learn all the digital stuff. They have to learn how to market. They have to learn how to speak to their audience and then theoretically get the sales through e-commerce. So I thought it would be beneficial to add kind of like my magic touch in the digital marketing space, in the copywriting space, etc., to be able to help you guys make more sales in the e-commerce space. Okay, so I'm really excited about that. But first and foremost, as always, everybody that is tuning in today, I'm gonna chat for a little bit. I'm gonna give you guys some training just for a couple of short, quick minutes at the beginning of this so that you guys, as always, can take tangible things from me and go apply them to your Etsy store today. And then at the end of this call, I'm gonna open it up to you guys. So we got Deanna, Denise, Woodcrafter in your pocket, Rebel Mama, Robert, the Shore Crew, whoever is here, go ahead and pop your comments, your questions, anything that I can do to help you guys out on your e-commerce, Etsy, or EverBee journey. Go ahead and pop them in the comments and I will make sure that we hit with a live Q&A at the end of this call. Also, I did want to say hi to Rebel Mama. I actually just recently worked with her on a one-on-one basis, so it's really cool to see you here. Thanks so much for joining. And Olga, hi, nice to see you as well. I hope you are enjoying that 1 month free that you won on Tuesday's live. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, we're going to go ahead and share the screen. As you all know, just vibe with me for a second. I can't share my screen to save my life fast enough. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, so what we are going to be doing today, hi everyone in the comments, hello. So I'm really excited. Like I mentioned, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys exactly how I do things on the back end of my own business and what I would be basically if I were building your email marketing campaign or whatever from scratch. So I'm telling you, Robert, I'm telling you, Rebel Mama, I'm telling you, Woodcrafter in your pocket, this is what you should be doing, or how you can add an email strategy based on, again, the digital marketing experience that I bring, less so than the e-commerce experience that I bring, right? So what I want to do is show you a couple things. Today, we are going to go over it's a little bit longer than this, but I'm going to show you the first 3 steps of my current welcome sequence and how we can build that out. Then I'm going to show you what subject lines that you could use that will increase your open rate. So you guys might be currently experiencing, like I'm sending out emails, but it's going to junk, or I'm sending out emails and no one is opening them, no one is converting, whatever. We're going to try to work through that today through a couple of different examples. And last but not least, the one I'm most excited about, I actually just wrote this morning, but once you do it enough times, you start getting very used to the verbiage you should be using. So I have pre-crafted 2 ChatGPT prompts that you can use to create different types of emails for your Etsy business going forward. Because if you're not a copywriter, if you're maybe not good with words quite yet, that's fine. Like, there are so many different tools out there that we can use to make you one, okay? So if you are really good, like wood crafter in your pocket, if you're really good at crafting wood, if you're really, really good at creating sublimation designs for people to put on their tumblers, but you're not that good at writing, today we are going to talk about how we can potentially overcome that through our emails, but also potentially overcome it in our listing descriptions as well. So we're going to talk about that at the end. Like I said, any questions that you guys have for me along this journey, whether it be about anything that we talk about today on this call or anything else that has to do with Etsy, e-commerce, or EverBee, drop them in the comments. I will be right back to answer all of those in a minute, okay? All right, let's go ahead, take a sip of our drink together, guys. Again, I'm drinking, it don't look very good, I'm not gonna lie, but today I'm drinking a vanilla chai protein drink. And as always, I got my second cup over here as well. So we also got our water, so let's get hydrated. Take a sip of your latte, your coffee, whatever you're drinking, your tea this morning. And let's go ahead and dive in. So the first thing, again, I wanted to go over with you guys today is the welcome sequence that this is literally my shop. So I have a couple different shops, to be honest, but this one is related to the digital downloads shop that I personally run for online business owners like yourself. So I immediately start with, let's start up here. Let's look at the top left-hand corner. What is the subject line that I used? Treat yourself to 15% off your next purchase. If I read that, I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, sounds good." 15% off of what, first of all, but also like I already liked what I bought from wherever, from Leslie. And I'm like, "Ooh, I can get 15% off by just opening this email potentially. Let's see how to do it." Okay. So that's gonna be a captivating subject line first. Then I'm gonna go right into, and again, this is basically just so you guys know, if you want a larger, deeper dive into exactly what a welcome sequence is and how to use it, I actually just posted a YouTube video to our channel, EverBee's channel, on Tuesday, breaking down exactly what a welcome sequence is, how you can use it in your business, and what I would write if I were you. If you want a deeper dive, head to the YouTube channel after this. It's the most recent video, so you literally can't miss it, okay? But what we talked about in that video is also literally how I built my own welcome sequence. So blank, hey, Leslie, we're absolutely thrilled to have you on board. Thank you for subscribing to Blank's family. And the cool thing about Blank is it's your shop name. And EverBee email has the ability to literally click a little trigger with their lightning bolt, which again, go watch that YouTube video. It's a tutorial on all of that. So if you don't know what I'm talking about yet, go watch that. It'll make a lot more sense. But it's a quick trigger that you can put in here will be literally called shop name. So it'll say, thank you for subscribing to shop name, but then the person receiving it will get your exact name because it's integrated so effortlessly with your Etsy shop, okay? We know how important your inbox is, so we promise to only provide info on new product drops, exclusive discounts, and monthly giveaways. So what will you be giving them? What value can they expect to receive? They gave you such valuable information, like something that's so protected, their email address. So I want you to make sure they know immediately what kind of value they can expect from you. So our shop was built to blank. So mine obviously says help fempreneurs like yourself, blah, 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 by blank. So it's the exact same thing here. Our shop was built to fill in the blank with what your shop was built to do, by fill in the blank with the type of products, services, resources, etc. you're offering. We are on a mission to blank with the help of our blank. So literally, guys, this is a framework that I personally built that you can apply today to your EverBee email campaign. So everything that you're seeing here is exactly what I put in mine. And all you have to do is take out things that are related to my target audience and replace it with yours. Take out things that are related to my products, replace it with yours, okay? Then what I'm going to do immediately is I want them to feel gratified very quickly. So they're already seeing like, thank you for being here. Here's what you can expect from us. Here's why we exist. Here's your 15% off coupon that you opened the email for. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. We want to immediately drive that home. I also want to let them know based on what I said I was going to help them do. So back up here, I am on a mission to do blank. Our shop was built to help blank, right? So why I said those things, I am going to immediately show them 2, 3, 4, 1, whatever you want to do, the products that make sense for that particular promise and that particular business mission. I hope that makes sense, but the good news about EverBee email is you can literally just click product and add each of those in there, okay? So this is the first email that is allowing us to grab 15% off. So that's potentially increasing our either average order value with this customer, increasing returning customers, and also maybe even getting them to buy something else based on what they already purchased, okay? So that's first. Obviously, please don't hesitate to let us know if there's any questions we can help with, or if there's anything else that you would like to personally see added to the shop, okay? And then of course, I also put like something else here because this is a really good opportunity to get someone to go somewhere else with you. So if you have social media you want them to follow on, if you have a website outside of Etsy, etc., we can pop that there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen for a quick second. I'm going to come back over to the comments today and see if there's anything that you guys are missing. Please let me know if there's any questions that we have about the first one before I dive in anymore. Good morning, everybody. We've got Jean, Mystical Cherry Shopping. That's a fun name. I love that. Let's see. We're in Connecticut. We're in Georgia today. I've got someone from the UK. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, if you have any questions and you joined in a little bit late, go ahead and pop them in the comments for me. We will be doing a live Q&A together on all things Etsy, e-commerce, and EverBee in just a few short moments. So going ahead and sharing my screen again real quick. I'll get back into welcome sequence part 2 and 3. Good morning, love my artist. All right, so once we do that, that happened on day 1, okay? So maybe they were added to the subscriber list, they got the confirmation page, now we sent them email 1, maybe 24 hours after, or maybe even, I like to be honest, I like to do mine kind of like between that 3 to 6 hour mark after they subscribe. Now, a day later, 2 days later, whatever you determine is going to be your perfect cadence, we're going to send number 2. What I like to do with number 2 is kind of tell my story. So tell the shop story, why we exist, how we can help you guys out, what products you should be looking at, etc. And again, it's always going to need to go back to the customer themselves. So don't really, like when we say tell our story, we don't want to talk necessarily about ourselves. We want to talk about how we can help them based on what we're doing. Okay, so again, here we go. At shop name, each product we create blank, blank, blank. So ours tells a story and it helps these people do these things. I also, as you can see here, I wanted to show you, you can hyperlink in the EverBee email. So when I put as a multi-6-figure freelance content creator, I've been blah, 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 I am able to send them out to my Instagram account, to my website, to my whatever. So again, these welcome sequence emails are a really good way to get your customers to turn into even more loyal potential buyers in the future and a large raving community by getting them to like, know, and trust you in other areas, okay? So within our Etsy shop, you'll find blank, blank, blank from blank to blank to blank. So just all these different things that I am telling them, this is a little bit about us and here's why it's going to help you. Okay. And then we have our products here as well. Thank you for continue considering us as your blank, whatever. So let's say in this line in particular, thank you for considering us as your partner in success. Your line here, let's say you create homemade home decor, handmade home decor. Thank you for considering us as your partner in elevating the aesthetic of your home. We couldn't be more humbled and grateful. Something of that nature, okay? So that's what we have there. I also have use your 15% off coupon on day 2 so that they can see, like, if they didn't use it the day before, I'm letting them know that it still exists, but I changed the call to action a little bit. So I put use your 15% off coupon because you still have it, and here's the link, okay? And then that should either automatically redirect them to your Etsy shop with a promotional code that you built. However else you're doing this, that's just how I built it. Last but not least, again, I have a couple more of these myself, which we'll talk about in a second. I have a 5-part welcome sequence, but for today's purposes, we're going to go over 3. So again, I want to put like emphasis on what we're doing to help you as the customer, as the buyer, as the person we want to join into our community. But then on top of that, I also want to show social proof of some sort. So as you guys know, and you probably all do this yourself, people buy from people. So I can tell you guys about my products all day long. You can tell your customers or your potential customers about your products all day long. The features, the benefits, the inclusions, the colors, the way it feels on your skin, etc. But it doesn't really matter, unfortunately, unless other people have experienced that and they can back up. They can basically refute what you're saying, okay? So what I like to do in the welcome sequence email 3 is provide that social proof. This can be screenshots of your most recent reviews on Etsy, or if you're a brand new seller who hasn't gotten their first review yet, what about anything that you might have done in the past? Like, let's say you sold to someone in a trade show that you were at, or a local, small business gathering. And like, what were people saying about your stuff? Whatever we can do to provide those testimonials or our social proof is going to be really, really helpful here. And again, when we're talking about the social proof, so let's say we put a review for one of your best sellers. Let's say you're in the apparel community and one of your best sellers is a mom-inspired crew neck sweatshirt that's personalizable, okay? Let's say you put the reviews up here of, I loved this so much. It was so awesome seeing my daughter's name on it, blah, blah, blah. What I want you to do then is make sure you also put that product below it as well. So don't only give them the social proof, but also give them the link to the product, which again can all very simply and easily with one click of the button be added into your EverBee email, okay? And then obviously cheers to blank. So something that I close out this email sequence, or again, I have 5 of them, but in this case, we're using 3. But let's say I closed out this email sequence with cheers to blank in your blank this week. So again, this is a framework that you all can apply very immediately. Like, you can literally take what I'm saying today and go apply it to your email strategy in EverBee email today for your Etsy store. So what would yours look like? Let's say you are, again, just going to use the handmade home decor space. Let's say cheers to feeling comfy and restorative in our home this week. Love always, shop owner name. Okay, so that's how we can take this framework and apply it to each and every one of your businesses. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick breather. I want to take a look at the comments real fast and see if there's any immediate questions that I can answer for you guys. So it looks like Shelly did ask, will these be available after the call for people to use? That is a really good question, Shelly. I didn't really think about or plan on it necessarily, but if you guys tell me in the comments, do you want this? Because if you want it, I have no problem popping it in the Facebook group as a PDF, and I have no problem linking the PDF to the YouTube. So let me know. I want to see it from you guys because I will not put it up if no one wants it, obviously. I want to make sure we're as valuable as possible. So tell me in the comments, would it be beneficial for you guys to see what I'm showing you right now for yourself DIY instead of having to just come back and watch this video. We got some yeses. We got some, oh, someone said, sure. All right. So hopefully it'll help you. Sure. We've got some, oh yeah, this is gold. Fantastic. Okay. Well, you got my vote. There's plenty of people saying yes. They are great for prompts to trigger creativity. Absolutely. I love that. That's really cool. I'm glad I could be helpful there. And also for anybody who is not already in our Facebook group, by the way, it is a members only, EverBee members only private Facebook group. I went ahead and linked that to the very top of the comments here on this live video. If you're not already in the Facebook group, I share stuff like this all the time with those people. So highly recommend go join that Facebook group. You'll see the link to it at the top of the comments. And since you guys all said yes a lot of times, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I link this PDF right after this call into the Facebook group. Okay, so go join it. Go now. Go ahead. You can leave me. I won't care. It's fine. I don't take offense. Go join the Facebook group, and then I will make sure this gets live for you guys in there. Okay. All right. So that was the welcome sequence. Okay. So now we are going to join, or we're going to kind of jump into, okay, but like, that's cool. I made the welcome sequence. I love it. Now, how the heck do I get them to open the dang email? That's what we're going to do next, guys. So I have basically 6 different types of subject lines that I personally use in my business, that I use in my clients' businesses, because like I've mentioned time and time again, I am an email marketer for multiple people. So it has nothing to do with Etsy, has nothing to do with EverBee. I help e-commerce and service-based businesses create their emails on a daily basis. So subject lines are very, very important to my bottom line and theirs, okay? So we're gonna go over that. Someone said, are permaculture only 6 likes, question mark? Only 6 subject lines. Sorry, I do not enunciate nearly as well as I should. So lines, not likes. So I'm going to go over 6 different types of subject lines, as well as examples under each of them. So someone also just asked, because we're still in the welcome sequence, before I jump into subject lines, someone said, do you still offer a thank you coupon in addition to the email discount? Ooh, that is such a good question. Thank you, Denise, for bringing that up. So to be honest, like I mentioned a second ago, we are actively requiring these people to do something from us, right? We're either wanting them to take action by giving me their email. They're either wanting us to take action on, or we're wanting them to take action to buy something from us, whatever the case may be. Like, we are needing something from them. Okay. So what I need for you guys is to understand we have to give before we get sometimes. So what I like to do, they immediately subscribe to the EverBee email list. So they're a subscriber now. And if you offered them a coupon of sorts to get them in the door in the first place, the other option for your welcome sequence then is an additional freebie that may not be a discount. So we're going to go over a couple examples of what this means in a second. But even if you have like a bonus or a BOGO, or maybe there is, like for me, for example, I could give someone, based on what I am selling in my my store, who I'm selling to, I could give them a freebie PDF download of how to write emails that convert. And I'm not selling that in my store necessarily, but I know that that will help my target audience, right? So great question. You do not have to whatsoever. You do not have to add another coupon immediately after they got that first coupon. However, I personally do, but if you would like to replace that with an evergreen like freebie or lead magnet, even though they've already been magnetized, they are already on your subscriber list, you also kind of have to convince them to stay a subscriber. So whatever we can do to give to them is going to be very, very crucial throughout their entire journey as a subscriber for you, okay? So with that said, let's go ahead. Again, if you have any other questions, you know where to drop them. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into those subject lines that demand action. I'm going to share my screen again real quick. Here we go. Okay, so the first, very large. So the 6 type of subject lines that I personally like to teeter back and forth with are educational, promotional, FOMO-centric, which if you don't know what FOMO is, to be honest, it's not my favorite acronym, but it's the fear of missing out. So it's basically people being like, oh, I could have had that, or oh, my friend has that. It's like that fear of missing out in some form. Inspirational is another one. Behind the scenes, which is really, really helpful for all Etsy sellers or all e-commerce based sellers in general, because we might only see your logo, your branding colors, and your products. So if I can get a look at behind the scenes of your business, what your workspace looks like, what your office looks like I mentioned earlier, guys, people buy from people. They don't buy from products. They don't buy from brand names, or sometimes they do, like Nike, for example. Be like, I always be buying from them. I'm not gonna lie, but in these kinds of situations, especially on such a handmade centric platform like Etsy, or if you are selling e-commerce on social media, for example, showing the face behind that brand in whatever way, shape, or form that you feel comfortable is going to set you so apart from your competitors that aren't doing that. And by all means, by the way, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to show your literal face. You don't have to get on a live like I am right now by any means. You can simply, like I said, show your workspace, show the tools that you're using, show the what goes into building out your products. And again, you don't even have to be there. Just your hands can be there. Just your tools or your products can be there. But I am getting an in-depth view into what you are doing behind the scenes, which is only going to grow what we're going to call your LTK factor. Your like, know, LKT factor, sorry, your like, know, and trust factor. So I am buying from Robert. I am buying from Denise comparatively to I am buying from shop name, okay? The last one is scarcity/urgency. So urgency kind of goes hand in hand with the FOMO, the fear of missing out. Scarcity is more so like us feeling scarce ourselves in a certain way related to your product and your brand. So let me go ahead and show you guys a couple different examples of each. Again, since you all said you loved this, I'm so glad. I just made this morning, so I'm glad you liked it. But I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the Facebook group as a PDF that you guys can all use and apply it to your own shop. So make sure you join that if you haven't already. Here we go. So educational, how to frugally do X. So a quick example for me, I sell digital downloads to female online business owners. So how to frugally, how to how to frugally grow your Instagram following without, let's just say, I can't think of one now off the top of my head, of course. So how to frugally grow your Instagram following. Something like that. Or maybe let's say without paying for sponsored posts, something like that. Let's say you are again, I'm going to keep going back to the handmade home decor space, how to frugally spice up your living room, how to frugally make your kitchen something that your friends are jealous of, something of that nature, okay? The next one also about jealousy here, adds that little like emotional trigger for us. Like we always want that social status in some way, shape, or form, no matter what that means, right? It's unfortunately all at our core. I wish it wasn't, but it is. So how to blank so your blanks are jealous or your blanks are wondering what happened, blah, blah, blah. Quick example here is, let's say you are an Etsy seller that does digital stuff for the fitness space, the fitness and nutrition space. So how to lose your first 15 pounds so your high school friends are wondering what the heck happened to you. Whatever. Okay, so something of that nature. And then your email would go into the top 3 things to lose your first 15 pounds in 15 days or whatever. Well, I wouldn't recommend that. That's not healthy. 15 pounds in 4 weeks or whatever, right? So whatever you can do there to basically use these fill in the blank spaces to make sense for your audience, okay? Let's move on to promotional. Thanks for joining. Here's what's on sale. So technically, this could actually be the first subject line of your welcome sequence. So mine was 15% coupon off your next order. You could do this instead. Another one is blank percent off your favorite blanks. So again, this could be a type of product that you're selling, off your favorite mugs, off your favorite sweatshirts, off your favorite digital planners, etc. Complimentary blank with your purchase. This one is what I was alluding to earlier when I was responding to the question of, do you have to give more money off for it to make sense? So in this particular case, like I mentioned, you could give them a freebie, or you could give them maybe another product that is very, very low ticket or something of the sort. Maybe you could give them free shipping, whatever it is. Make that promo code, make that happen for them. That could be promotional. Another way that you could use promotional in a non-promotional, non-salesy way is gift ideas for blank. So a quick example here, gift ideas for Mother's Day. That's coming up really soon. I would highly recommend sending that email very quickly. And by the way, guys, everything that we're talking about today for these subject lines are also hooks that you can use in your social media to promote your products and promote your store, okay? So gift ideas for teachers who are about to go on summer break, gift ideas for that Halloween lover in your life, etc. Whatever you have in your shop, whoever your target audience is, think about who that person could be wanting to gift something to and what products in your shop can make that happen for them, okay? Couple examples of FOMO, you're missing out on, right? Because fear of missing out is the acronym. So you are missing out on blank. This disappears or goes away at midnight. Weekend only, get it now. So those are all very high converting and high open rate subject lines, because I'm like, ooh, what's disappearing at midnight? Ooh, what's going on this weekend that I might miss? And it's completely up to you guys. Is it a new listing that's going to be removed in a couple of days? Is it a 60% off promotion that you're only doing for 1 hour? Whatever it is, this is your business. This is your baby. Treat it like one, okay? Inspirational, want to be truly blank, start each day with blank. An example of how we can utilize this is, let's say you are a tumbler or mug seller. If you are one of those things, do you want to be truly focused throughout your day? Start each day with a hot cup of joe. And your product of the mug or your favorite tumbler that you're selling, whatever, is going to be the product we're going to focus on, okay? Behind the scenes, like we talked about, I want to see you. I want to see what you do. I want to see your process. Here's some quick examples of how we can get them to open those, and you can start building out those emails. And then scarcity, like I mentioned earlier, mistakes that blank never make. Why blank is actually good for your blank. Don't ever blank. Here's why. So let's say you are in the handmade apparel space and you are selling embroidery on your shirts or on your jackets or whatever. Don't ever blank. Here's why. Let's say there is a certain way that some people might do embroidery and you don't like that way. And it's not something that is going to be the highest level of quality for your buyers. So showing that that is not the highest level of quality, but we've got the highest level of quality, kind of lets them know that, like, this is something that you might not have even known existed, but I got you. Here's how we can fix it, okay? So those are some quick examples of how I would utilize these 6 different types of subject lines, basically just applying it to your target audience, your products, and how you want to sell these, okay? So again, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen for a quick second. Just make sure if there's anybody in any questions in here. So someone said, can you share your welcome email sequence in a file? I think you said you have 5. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and just share the 3. If you guys are okay with it, obviously this is my business too. So I want to make sure that I am, helping out my customers as well. So we're going to go ahead and just keep it at 3, but I'm about to show you guys a ChatGPT prompt that is going to build your perfect 5 email sequence, okay? All right, let's see if there's anything else. It looks like William said that the live stream time is a little bit off of when he's at work. So we've actually been thinking a lot about that, and I did want to bring this up on this call today. If you guys are interested, Let me know in the comments of this video what days and times, as well as your your time zone. What days and times makes the most sense for you? Because I did a poll of a bunch of people in our Facebook group to choose this particular time, but I want to make sure that as many people as possible can join these and can get their questions answered live. So pop it in the comments of this video. If you're watching the replay, first of all, hi, thanks for joining us. Pop it in the comments of the YouTube video. Let me know where you are. Let me know your time zone, what day and what time makes the most sense, okay? So let me know what we can do on those, and I will see if we can adhere to those, obviously, okay? All right, so last but not least, before I jump into the questions, we are going to go ahead and dive into the ChatGPT prompts. Like I said, if you are in the Facebook group, you're going to see these. You guys asked for it, so I will go ahead and add those in there. I'll just add this exact PDF that we're looking at today. If you're not in the Facebook group, go join it. If you are watching this on a YouTube replay, I'll put the link to the Facebook group in the description because I really want you guys to be able to utilize this because it's a little long, okay? But we are going to go through it together today. And like I said, I was able to craft this very quickly this morning because I do it every day. So it might look a little foreign right now, but if you do this, once you start playing in this, it's just an AI copy generator. So once you start playing in it, once you start getting answers, I call him Charles, by the way. So if y'all hear me say Charles, I'm talking about ChatGPT, but I hang out with Charles every single day in my business, so I had to personify him. So when you're chatting back and forth with Charles and you're getting responses from him that aren't exactly what you were looking for, you're going to figure out how to create your perfect prompts for your business. But let's go ahead and just go over 2 of them that I built for you guys today. The first one is going to be related to, someone did ask a question if they could see my 5-part email sequence. This is going to create your perfect 5-part, okay? So I am a blank seller. So obviously anything that you're going to see parenthesized is what you need to fill in the blanks on, okay? I am a blank seller on Etsy, and I need to create a 5-part welcome sequence for my new subscribers. I will need you to help me come up with the copy for the 5 emails. The first email should thank the new subscriber for joining blank shop names email list and let them know what is to come by joining, including blank. So just like you guys saw on my first email, you can expect monthly giveaways, you can expect blah, blah, blah. So I am being very cognizant of the fact that your inbox is very important to you. So what are those things that you are going to offer for all time in your emails? The second email should tell a little bit more about shop's name story, which is tell your story. So it doesn't have to be long, tell your story briefly here. And also our why and unique value proposition. So what makes you different from the competition and why did you build this business? The third email should be a piece of value I could give to them based on your niche. I would like you to give me some ideas of bullet pointed list or a short blurb that would provide this blank, who your target audience is, with value. So what this basically means is let's say, like we said a second ago, gifts for Mother's Day. And let's say your target audience is family centric. That would be what I would want Charles to curate. What are, the top 5 things to give mom this year? That's what I want the third email to be. The fourth email will be a freebie that I'm going to gift them, which is blank. So you can give a freebie or a discount code. The fifth email will be all around selling and promoting my products. The 3 products I want to focus on are blank, blank, and blank, which have the following benefits for the buyer. And I want you to put 3 benefits per. Keep in mind, I didn't put 3 features. I don't want to say it is long, it is brown, and it is heavy. I don't care. I want to know, why are these things benefiting your buyers? Every email should have spaces for me to add at least one of our trending Etsy products or new listings, and each email should have a call to action. Each email should also let the subscriber know to look out for the next email coming, however long your cadence is, and get them excited and anticipated for it. The voice/tone I would like these emails to be in is whatever your tone is. Like, are you more conversational? Are you more humorous? Are you more, let's just say, like, straightforward, professional, whatever? Put that there. Please also provide, here's where you're gonna be able to use today's training twice. Please also provide high converting subject lines and preview text that I can add to each of these emails that will help increase my open rates. Okay, so that is a prompt. Like I said, if you're not in the Facebook group, go join it, because I'm gonna give you guys this, and all you gotta do is literally just copy and paste this baby into ChatGPT and create your perfect prompt and create your perfect 5-part welcome sequence. Another thing I wanted to do for you guys today is, cool, I made the welcome sequence, now what? I still need to send emails on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly, whatever your perfect cadence is gonna be. So I personally send out every Monday, I will send a weekly new listings email. So like, this is new in the shop. And that's something that is set up as an auto campaign in EverBee email. So I don't have to touch it at all. It literally just, I select newest listings and EverBee does all the work for me because it's integrated with Etsy, okay? So again, like I said at the beginning of this, if you do not have an EverBee account, you're gonna wanna go get one right now. I put that link at the top of the comments. You can grab our free hobby plan and build all of this stuff out that we're talking about today and email up to 500 subscribers completely freaking free. So if you listen to nothing on this, go do that, because this is all going to be able to be done for you immediately in EverBee, and you can do this on a weekly basis without having to touch anything else after you build it, okay? So let's say you do this in your shop as well. Here's a good prompt for it. We're going to start out the exact same way we did in the other one. I am a blank seller on Etsy. I need to create a weekly email that will go out to all of my subscribers talking about our newest listings. I will need you to help me come up with the copy for this email that will be sent out automatically each to my list, but I will only need one email, and then I will replace the products myself. The beginning of the email should excite the buyer, who is a blank, and speak to their exact struggles, pain points, worries, fears, etc. I want Charles to do his due diligence on coming up with what those struggles, fears, etc. might be for target audience. So you guys don't have to think about that. If you already know what they are, by all means, drop them in this prompt. But I also want Charles to do a little bit more work for us. The middle of the email should be an intro to the new products we are spotlighting that week. As these will change every week, but this email will stay the same, I want the intro to stay generic, but related to the target audience who is looking to buy these products. The voice or tone is blah, blah, blah. Please also provide high converting blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this basically, the beginning and the end are exactly the same for both prompts. It's just really the meat and potatoes we got to do. So like I said, we can go ahead and literally take this and run with it today. So I really hope, like I always say, I try to make as tangible takeaways as possible on these calls for you guys. So now I'm going to go ahead and we got about 15 or so minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and head to the comments and see if there's any questions that I was missing. I also see a lot of you guys telling me what times work best. Oh, I love Carrie's response. She said, I love this time, 10 a.m. Eastern. It helps me get out of bed and get to creating. I love that. I actually, this morning, I woke up like really energized and just ready to go for the day. Thursdays are absolutely my favorite day because I get to hang out with you guys every single Thursday right now. So I actually woke up super early and I was just energized. So I went ahead and made 2 weeks from now YouTube video for EverBee this morning at like 8 a.m. just because I was just like Carrie, get out of bed, get that creative juices flowing. So I'm glad you feel the same. Let's see. So Matrix said, where is the Facebook group? They didn't understand where to find it. So what I'm going to do is actually, it's Natalie, if you can provide them with the link real fast, but I'll also let you know the name of the Facebook group. So if you don't want to use the link, you can look it up on Facebook. It's called EverBee Members Dash Etsy Seller Growth. So again, if you are watching the replay, I will link that in the description below. Natalie will also let you guys know live what that link is in the comments as well. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so someone said, after someone buys your product, how do you format a please subscribe message in the Etsy message system to make it look decent? Super good question, John. Thank you so much for bringing this up. There are multiple different ways that we can do this. I'm actually going to go ahead and give you, let's see. Okay, so if you want to do me a favor, John Sanner, on our YouTube channel, I think it was February 15th. So I want to say it was like a month back from today, we talked about exactly how to start encouraging people to add as a subscriber and where are the many different places. On that video, it was a live stream just like this one. So look for the first ever Coffee with EverBee, and that's where you'll find this list. But on that video, we went over 7 different locations where you can place this. So John, if you have EverBee email, or if you don't, go get it, because like I said, it's free up to 500 subscribers. If you have EverBee email, you can go to what's called the Grow tab, and you'll be able to see your perfect link that will take them to the ability to subscribe. Take that link and put it in a couple of different places. Number 1 could be your About section of your Etsy shop. Number 2 could be your shop announcement section. Number 3 could be on each of the individual listings themselves, so that you can, every time someone is looking at the listing, you can actually see it right then and there. We actually have the ability to what's called push to Etsy. So we have this new feature that just launched like 2 weeks ago, where you can push a QR code image straight to your Etsy listings, which will literally send them to that subscription link. Okay. So highly recommend to pop them in all of those different locations. Go watch that live stream we posted a month ago as well, because I'm going to talk about a little bit more that you can do. And then the answer to the question here is, how do we put it in the Etsy message system? You can always send a message, directly to them manually if you would like, or you can also do, I don't know if you guys know this, but in your settings, or might be your options tab actually, it's called message to buyers and then message to digital product buyers. So whatever you're selling in your shop, make sure those 2 things are filled out. It usually says, thanks for buying this, come back soon, like whatever you want that message to be. But that's an also really great location to pop that link, okay? Because that's going to be sent to every single person that buys, and that's an automation that you don't have to worry about. So now we put it in basically 6 or 7 different places, okay? Let's see. Robert says, holy God, you're a true novel author. Well, thank you. I wish my writing teacher back in 3rd grade agreed, but look at me now. All right, let's see. Gail, you are waiting on approval. We will get you in there. Don't you worry. We will get you approved for the Facebook group soon. As you can see, I'm currently here, so I can't push that button right back, but we will in just a second. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, thank you so much. Natalie actually put in how to use the push to Etsy feature in the comments. So go click on that. That'll walk you through exactly how to use it to be able to get that QR code to each of your listings photos, which will inevitably increase your email subscribers, okay? All right, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like I have answered all of the questions from our live Q&A so far today. But I'm going to give you guys about 2 more minutes. I'm going to take a sip of my drink real fast. And I'm not doing a good job at drinking this, so it's getting, as you can see, it's sitting on the top. But if you guys have any more questions, go ahead, drop them in the comments for me real fast. And if not, we can go ahead and close this up for today. But first of all, cheers to everyone here with us this morning. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Oh, you are so welcome. Love my artist. I hate calling out people by their YouTube name because it makes me feel weird I'm not talking to you, but welcome, welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys got some tangible takeaways that you can do in your Etsy shop today. As always, if this is the first Coffee with EverBee that you are joining, we are literally here every single Thursday at 10 a.m. Sandra just asked, will there be a replay? If you head to our YouTube channel or our Facebook group, this is there right now for you. You can watch it in real time. You can watch it at any time in the future as well. And like I said, I will also upload this PDF in the next couple of minutes. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you go and check out that video we posted on Tuesday about email marketing so you can take a deeper dive into that. And I will see you all next week. Thanks, guys. See ya.